Our next topic is sexual reproduction in plants. Sexual reproduction means production of gametes, and after production of gametes, fusion or fertilization of gametes. So sexual reproduction in plants means how do plants produce gamete and how do these gametes fuse or fertilize to produce new plants. To discuss sexual reproduction in plants, we have to know the major groups of plants. Usually there are three major groups of plants: mosses, ferns, and seed plants. Mosses and ferns produce motile sperms, and their sperms are able to go to reach the or to travel to the eggs to produce zygote or a new plant. Being motile, mosses and ferns sperms being motile can travel to site of or area of where eggs are available. For this purpose, they need water in the form of a drop of rain or a drop of dew. Means motile sperms of mosses and ferns can move through water, whether it is in the form of a drop, and when water is available, the sperms of the mosses and ferns become motile, and they travel towards egg to fertilize the egg. As an opposite, the sperms of the seed plants are non-motile, and special structures and mechanisms are required by seed plants for them to bring their gametes together. Seed plants are of two types: angiosperms and gymnosperms. Angiosperms are the seed plants whose seeds are covered by a seed coat. They have seed coat. But gymnosperms are the seed plants whose seeds have no seed coat. But both angiosperm and gymnosperm produce seed. That is why they are called seed plants or embryophytes or spermatophytes. In seed plants, there is two types of the generation of the plant. One generation which is diploid, a diploid generation, and a haploid generation. 2n generation is called diploid generation, and 1n generation is called haploid generation. 2n means two sets of chromosomes. 1n means one set of the chromosome. A generation of the plant which consists of double set of chromosomes is diploid, and which consist of single set of the chromosome are called haploid. The diploid generation of the seed plants is sporophyte generation, and being diploid, sporophyte undergoes meiosis to produce spores. The two type of the spores, male spores and female spores. These male spores and female spores go directly or divide directly into haploid gametophyte. Male spore will turn into haploid male gametophyte, and female spore will turn into haploid female gametophyte. Means haploid generation in seed plants is called gametophyte. This generation called gametophyte produces gametes by mitosis. That is why it is called gametophyte. It produces haploid gametes, which are sperm and eggs. These haploid gametes on fusion or fertilization produce zygote. And this zygote, by repeated mitotic divisions, grow into a sporophyte. Because zygote is formed from the sperm and egg, two types of the gametes, that is why zygote is diploid, and sporophyte is developing by zygote, it is also diploid. When sporophyte will be formed, it will produce spores by meiosis, which are haploid, which will develop into haploid gametophyte. Haploid gametophyte will produce two types of the gametes, male and female, means sperms and egg, which will unite together to make zygote, a diploid zygote, because one n gamete is joining with the one n gamete, which will produce a 2n product, that is zygote, which will develop by mitosis into sporophyte, which is diploid. This goes on and it is never stopped, and it is called alternation of generation. Alternation of generation. Alternation of generation means interchange of sporophyte generation with gametophyte, and interchange of gametophyte generation with sporophyte generation. The sequential coming of one generation after the other is called alternation of generation, and it is the key behind the success of the seed plants, also called embryophytes. In most cases, in most plants, most of the plants groups, most of the seed plants, generally sporophyte is the dominant generation. Sporophyte is usually dominant generation. Being dominant, sporophyte is large in size, it is big in size. Sporophyte is big in size and it is independent. In most of the plants, sporophyte is dominant generation as compared to the gametophyte generation, which is not dominant but and dependent on the sporophyte. Sporophyte is dominant because it is big in size and it is independent. For food and for sport, sporophyte does not depend on gametophyte. That is why it is called dominant generation. It produces its own food by photosynthesis, and it gives spore to gametophyte. It is not supported by gametophyte, but is supporting gametophyte.